Coming to you from the heart of the Dirty 30, it's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to Drive Time, the best, worst show ever. Good morning, Tip Wagner. The birthday girl's in, Georgia Chris.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Georgia. Morning, Donald Thompson. Miss Gail Kurtz is in. Good morning to you. Jesse James. Good morning, Jesse James. John Blair.
Jesse James.
Rusty Miller. Good morning. Louise. Right here, Louise.
There he is.
Got a spot for you.
Invitation is open.
Good morning.
I don't know why you wouldn't take it, Weeze.
Demetria Nettles. Good morning to you. Sandy Townsend. Good morning. Alan Howard. Good morning, Gord. Johnny Sims. Good morning. Hot Rod. Good morning, Hot Rod. Earl Crooks in. Good morning to you. Connie Baggett. Good morning. Renee Johnson. Good morning to you as well. Let's see. PGP's in. Oh,
good morning, PGP.
Mind. That wasn't for me. Hey.
Is there a rub?
Hey, always.
I swear you two fight more than any brother or sister I know. I mean, I'm just pointing out the obvious.
I stand my
PGP,
ground.
good morning to you, doll. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Sergeant Patel. Bruton Strong at Tractor Supply today, I think is what I read. First time there.
I'll tell you what. Really?
I think that's right.
I don't mind frequenting Tractor Supply.
Well, the first 60 customers get $5 off.
Well, can you go back and get in line again?
I'm about to take you back in there. Good morning, Sherry Weaver. Timmy Williams, good morning to you. Raj, good morning. Speaking of Raj, it did my heart wonders this weekend. Now, I want Raj to speak to this, if he will. Saturday, the Best Western had to be at 100% capacity. Cars wrapped around it.
Wow.
And I was like, yes. You know, you wonder how much we've missed of that over the years, not having this as a option. And he had to be right at 100% capacity. Cars everywhere. I'm not sure what event was going on or if that's just the nature of the hotel business, but it was full and it was good to see it.
A lot of people there.
Yes.
That's good. You say that was Saturday?
Saturdays I saw the cars. There was a lot there Friday. So, I mean, I think they had a great weekend, but Saturday it was slammed.
A lot of must have been a lot of things going on, maybe.
Yes, so. Slammed. Nobody in the pool.
What?
No, late afternoon there was nobody in the pool, but the hotel was slammed.
Well, there wasn't too much going on if there was nobody in the pool.
I thought I saw the Sapphire Room lit up.
Hey, so Ashley says the big 5-0 for Georgia.
Yeah.
How about
big
that?
50.
How about that?
Happy birthday!
And I'm sure that I actually didn't mind announcing that.
The big 5-0. Well, I'm going to tell you, I think we could make some Dirty 30 salve and market it, and I believe it'd be I don't believe we could keep any on the shelves.
It's a cure-all.
Yeah. It's like old school.
Like Granny's tonics.
Yeah, it's like old school snake oil.
Yeah.
We just go around, we get us a wagon, go around from town to town, sell it out the back of it, and make sure we get out before the people start using it.
Get a little song and dance square out there.
Oh, man.
That'd be good.
Get us one of those.
That'd be good.
You've been to the fair before where the guys got the monkey that you could take pictures with. You know, the little, what do they call them? Spider monkeys or whatever. The
Ask Weasel.
Yeah. Well, he could tell us. And, but he'll go out and take your money. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He's trained to go out there and do that. And then by the time you think you're going to take a picture, he jumps off of you and moves to the next one. But that'd be good. Let's see who else has jumped in here since then. DJ. Let's see. Good morning, Mother.
Dance recital both days. Raj said they had so many folks in town.
Wow.
But that's good.
That is good. That's good.
Used to those people would have stayed somewhere else.
That is great. Willie Campbell, good morning to you, Willie. Good to see you this morning. Lori Woodard, good morning to you. Kimberly Peebles, good morning. Of course, Ashley, good morning to you, Ashley. Gwendolyn Owens, good morning. Steve Layton, good morning, Steve. Connie B, good morning. Georgia said, Ashley, you better tell the truth. Georgia, you don't look a day over 25. I don't care what anybody says. Good morning there, Chevy Ann. Maggie Waters, good morning. Corey Pittman, good morning. Beverly Holloman, good morning. Tracy Steele. Good morning, Tracy. Let's see here. Little Freddie. Good morning, Freddie Whitfield.
Morning, Freddie.
Let's see. Can Red. Good morning, Can. Randy Joyner. Good morning to you. Let's see here. Leroy. It cures the mange in Mayberry.
He wants the. I got to give you Lee's phone number.
Yeah.
He wants you to text him the phone number of the call in that you called the other day up in Open Lake area.
Oh, for Dale's?
Yeah.
Dale's Den?
He used to call it back in the day, and he wants the number.
I will. I'll send it to him. Okay. Georgia is not 50. She lied. Ashley lied, and she will kill her tomorrow.
Georgia's 49. She's a year behind me.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kimberly Dawn, good morning. I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I saw a thing the other day, 40's the new 30.
Mm-hmm.
50's the new 40.
Well, it has to be when you get there.
But you kind of know things are getting a little different when you notice yourself turning down the car stereo where you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done that lately?
Mm-hmm. Every day.
So, just to let everybody know, we were thought it was internet problems or what? It was a bad switch we had here on site, Studio B, and it happens to be one of those type of switches that you just can't run and grab from somewhere. So, needless to say, we have a backup now. So we won't if we have that problem again. But that's kind of what messed us up yesterday was a bad switch. But glad to be back this morning. Hardware, when you're dealing with hardware, you just never know when things might go crazy or they may not go crazy. Typically, things run pretty smooth, but let me ask you, DJ, what time does the clock say up there behind us?
I was just looking at that, and I think it says about 9-ish.
I'm trying to see. I don't know that I can say what time it is, but let's ask this question. What decade is that picture taken from?
I'm saying 70s.
I would say the 70s as well. What part?
Latter.
You think so? The latter part of the 70s?
If I had to guess, I would call it 78-ish.
I'm going to say that's mid 70s. And the only reason I'm saying that is the harder I look, I don't see the barbershop pole on Billy's barbershop because I don't think Billy was there during the mid 70s, was he?
I don't remember Billy being there that early, no.
And I don't see it. Do you see it anywhere in there? I don't see it. Mm-hmm. But somebody out there may know. Hey, who knows? Let's see here. Who else jumped in here? Good morning, Tracy Miller. You may already got Tracy. Kimberly Peoples. Sonia Wilson. Good morning, Sonia. Sorry, you. Backtracking. Good morning, Earl Crook. So it would appear that I think that's right. I think it's somewhere in the mid 70s, maybe. You may be right. Judging by those cars, it may be the late 80s, maybe the early 80s. Bad switch equals DJ flipped it. Nah, DJ typically don't mess with switches. He's subject to put wire ties on backwards, but he don't typically mess with those switches that much.
I do really good to get this plugged in right here every morning, and that's about the extent of my IT work. That's about all I can handle.
I had to open that door to get that AC circulating.
Yeah,
that's what you want to call it. John Blair says the mid 70s. Sarge says early what, 80s? Early 70s? What you say, Sarge?
I think she said early 80s. It could be.
80s. Okay, yeah, I see. Early 80s. It may be. I don't know. Quality of the picture, Raj says, are probably 80s. I'm guessing. O'Clack. Good morning, O'Clack.
Good morning, O.
Let's see. What little Quinn does it automatically know? I'm shocked. Well, you never know. I just thought it's a cool pick.
I'll tell you something else made yesterday a banner day.
Well, let's hear it.
We played baseball and softball in Brewton, Alabama.
Wow.
out of the Y, the high school, the
Big
baby
crowd?
was going. Yeah, well, I say big crowd. Not to capacity, but certainly a good crowd. No concession stand, and you could tell people were trying to observe the social distancing as best they could. But it was nice to see the kids playing again. It really was. I enjoyed it.
And July 3rd, the current guidelines for the state go out, and the new ones will be put forth. I don't know what they will be. Have no idea, but I'm guessing that they will open things on up even a little more than they already are. And the reason I say that is just from things that you read, things you see and hear. I don't know where else they could go with it. We got to get this economy back going. And I mean, regardless or not, there's people still out there that have not been able to get back to 100% of what they were doing prior, to all this. So, anything we can do to help our community get that way, let us know. We certainly don't mind trying to make that happen. We will open the Underground Theater up if that would help everybody, and we could show, I don't know, Stroker Ace or something like that down there one night. Do you remember that movie?
I remember the title.
It's a Burt Reynolds movie.
Yeah, I remember the title. I don't know that I remember the content.
Well, it was a racing movie, but it was a Burt Reynolds movie. Just back when Burt was kind of hot, with all the stuff they were doing. And I just remember it being along the lines of like Cannonball Run, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's another, talking about classics, that's another crazy movie that every time I see it on TV, I can't help but watch it. It's like The Shawshank Redemption. Can you pass The Shawshank Redemption and not watch it?
It's a good one. I wouldn't say it's on my must-see list when it scrolls through, but it's a good movie.
I cannot.
Definitely a good movie.
I can't not watch it if it's on. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to figure that one out. So, Christy said it's not a Chevelle. I guess they're talking about the car behind me.
Yeah.
Looks like a Pinto.
A Duster.
A Duster. Aaron Brown says she loved being at the ball field. Sarju says 80 to 82. She's narrowing it down.
She's getting in there, yeah.
Yeah. TRM was pretty packed for the 7 p.m. game.
I went up there when Lindsay finished. There was a good crowd up there.
Let's see. That's way too close to TJ's bedtime. Good morning, Christy Lum. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad I'm glad that got kicked back. Y'all playing again tonight? Or
there's games again tonight, yes.
Is it?
Our team doesn't play, but yes. I saw a bunch of girls and parents from Team Hot Pink last year, and you could feel a little tension. So,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is there still a little rub there? Is that what you're saying?
It was, we never really settled it because they beat us once, we beat them once.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Are y'all ever going to settle that score?
I doubt it. We're probably going to let it lay. I don't know that
is that on your behalf or is that on her behalf?
We won the last one, so I'm good with it where it is. I'm willing to let it lay if they are.
Shoot that thing.
Coach Winchester's just had another baby, so she's probably not ready to get back out there. But it was I saw a bunch of the girls, and Paris in particular. I felt like she was giving me the evil eye last night.
Yes. That's right. Leroy said Stroker Ace. That's right.
Yeah.
If Mama puts us back on restriction, I'm going to lose. Hey, I hear you, Sherry. I hear you. Good morning, sister.
Good morning, Whitney.
I mean, the thing about the Shawshank Redemption that is so, I guess, enthralling is that no matter how many times you see it or have watched it, it's like you catch something different every time you see it again. And it's just really that, to me, it's just that good of a movie. You know what I mean?
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
How about that? Willie Campbell says, thanks, guys. This show is a small piece to helping our town get back to normal. Hey, well, thank you, Willie. We appreciate that, man.
Willie's a guy that volunteers a lot of his time down the Y. He's coached a lot of ball teams over the last several years, and we certainly appreciate
thank you, Willie.
him being a part of it.
Yes,
and always
sir.
signing up to help the kids.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being with us this morning, Willie.
Thank you for being in this morning, Willie. And we'll have Willie come by sometime, sit down with us, and talk with us.
Yeah.
Especially if he loves to volunteer.
Now,
You and him could talk a lot.
I see Sarge you in.
Let me say this, too. I agree with Ashley. Forrest Gump is one of those movies as well. I agree with that. Anyway, I apologize.
I'm going to tell you who is rocking.
Boys 13, 15?
That's Baby Ruth.
Okay.
Who is rocking the best head of hair in town right now?
Who?
Braxton Winstead.
Is he got it going on? Oh, yeah.
The quarantine, you kind of had him shut down. Looks great. He looks like Dazed and Confused, the guy that pitched there.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Braxton's got it going on.
Don't touch it, man.
He should. He was talking about going. I told him, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it, man. Hey, the Green Mile, Connie B. I think Connie B said, yeah, the Green Mile's that way.
Another good movie.
That's a great movie. And then that's another one, too, that, when you watch, you're sitting there going, okay, I've seen this movie 328 times, and I can't stop watching it.
In Shawshank, the old guy who did not acclimate well to getting out of prison and hung himself, I thought that was pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
In the library?
Gus.
Was that his name?
Yeah. He I think that was his name, Gus. I think that's what they called him.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Worked at the grocery store?
Yeah, he got out.
Carved his name.
Yeah. How about this? How about a plug for this? Having a blood drive at the ice cream parlor in Flomaton. I think that's Raybo's. This Saturday, June 20th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. All donors get a One Blood t-shirt, drink, and snack on the bus, and a free ice cream cone of your choice. And a gurney over to the left in case you pass out.
I gave blood. I gave blood last Friday. With One Blood.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Be positive.
That's going in. That's going Saturday. This coming Saturday, June 20th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you're down that way, or if you want to get down that way, stop by and Raybo's and make that do what you need. Help them out down there. Goonies is another. Yes. I agree with that, Raj. Goonies is another movie that you can't not watch.
I've never seen it.
What?
In its entirety. I haven't.
Can you just not watch it?
It didn't grab me.
Okay, let me ask you this: Are you not a suspension of disbelief movie type of fan?
I think the Cyclops ran me out. I was like, I can't get there.
Well, he really wasn't a Cyclops. His eyes, he'd been dropped on his head.
Brooks was the old man's name in Shawshank.
Brooks. Thank you, Nelly. I'm saying Gus. I don't know where that come from. Somebody in there is named Gus. Thank you, Nelly. Jessica, she put it in there too. DJ saying Baby Ruth made you think of that. So, he really wasn't a Cyclops. So he was like dropped on his head when he was a kid, according to the storyline, and his eyes are just kind of not together. He's the one that did the "Hey, you guys" thing when they come swinging in there on the deal. But I love the Goonies. I mean, I do. I think it's a great movie. Good morning, Miss Carol. Let's see. And then Gus gets and then Red gets the same room that Brooks hung himself. That's right. Braxton is easy to spot on the ball field too. Don't need any binoculars.
You don't. I'm telling you, it's the best head of hair in Bruton. Could be.
Hey, I love it. Oh man, Tracy Miller just named another. Tombstone is definitely
good movie
in that category.
Good movie.
All right, so let's hear this, DJ. What are your top 5 movies? This ain't a poll, so we're just talking. What are your top 5 movies that you can't stop? Like if you pass by it, you're going to watch it, no matter what.
Godfather 1 and 2 for sure.
Oh, that's my top 1 and 2 as well.
Right. Now I like Godfather 3, but I can scroll past it. But
it doesn't compare to the first.
If Godfather 1 and 2 are on, I'm gonna stop.
I'm with you.
I like Scarface. I'm probably gonna watch that.
Another great movie.
I like.
You're a gangster movie guy.
I like them. Yeah, I do like
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is a good one.
Casino.
They're both good ones. I like the other three better, but those are good ones.
Well, sure,
ones also.
yeah.
I like. I love westerns. She wore a yellow ribbon in her hair is a great one to me. Been to the River is a great one to me. I love watching Grit. That's where you get most of your westerns. I love watching those shows.
True Grit.
What the TV? Grit's the channel.
I got you.
They show a lot of westerns, and I love those. I like old war movies. Sands of Iwo Jima's a good one.
Our good friend Roger Templeton, they're going to be selling festival blueberries at Juvenile Winery Saturday. Trying to get another blueberry items also. So y'all remember that? Juvenile Winery this Saturday going to be selling festival blueberries. Let's see. The main guard on Shawshank is also the actor that is the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob.
How about that? I mean, putting that together is good.
I had no idea. You're talking about the captain, the one that was talking.
Run him off the building.
Yeah, that's the one. The one that Andy's telling about some sound financial planning.
Yeah.
You can give your wife a $60,000 one-time donation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been telling him whatever I could tell him to keep from going off.
If you trust her.
Yeah. Do you trust your wife? He said, "What'd you say?"
That's it.
Oh man. That's good. That's real good. Oh, look at there. We have a legend in with us. Good morning, Reverend Blue.
Good morning, Reverend Blue.
I got your message, Reverend Blue. I'll give you a call shortly after the show this morning. Let's see. Let him do categories, top 5 sports movies. Maybe we can agree on this. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a good. Christy Miller says the first 3 Die Hard movies. That's hard to disagree with too. They're all great.
They're good movies.
Gone in 60 Seconds is absolutely a fantastic one, and let me tell you why.
Never seen it.
Well, let me tell you something.
Now, 8 Seconds is a good movie.
8 Seconds is a good movie. Gone in 60 Seconds has got my dream. Okay, I know I'm in the car business. There's a lot of great cars. I've seen a lot of great cars, been in a lot of great cars. I have. But Gone in 60 Seconds has my absolute dream car in it. And, I mean, if I were ever going to just splurge, if I had that kind of stupid money to splurge on, it would be that car. It is a 1967 Shelby GT 500 with a few modifications on it.
Okay.
And the car's name is Eleanor. And I would want that exact car. I mean,
that's it.
It is it. Yeah. I mean, and you can buy them. Obviously, those cars, that car was modded somewhat, I don't know if it was modded for that movie. I'm not sure, but that car is not all original. An all original 67 GT 500 costs you $250 to a $300. I mean, especially if it's a 67, something in that neck of the woods. But you can buy them, outside of, you can buy like the kit cars that are already done up like Eleanor, but still, they're still a bit out of my budget.
Yeah.
They're about $100,000 or more. So I'm about to pass on that. But anyway, awesome car. Let me ask you this. If you could have a car, like what is your dream car or truck?
Well, it's funny that you asked me that because I might be buying it today.
You're joking.
I might be.
Well, do you want to let us in on it?
A lot of our viewers probably know Slick Freeman.
Sure.
For those of you who don't, Glenn Freeman, icon at GP, been
Absolutely.
there when been everything.
Great friend of ours.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, he takes immaculate care of his vehicles.
Okay, that's an understatement.
I mean, it's just, I understand when you title a vehicle, it loses value. I get it. But not when the title says Glenn Freeman. It could go up.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
Well, he traded in 2 cars yesterday to get a new F-150. Got a beautiful King Ranch. And he traded in his wife's Ford Fusion Platinum. I love it. I love it.
And you're about to make a deal.
Me and Patty talked yesterday, and if it's still there when I get there this morning, we're going to talk again, but a little more seriously.
That Platinum version's got you bound up.
It's just a beautiful car. I have a Ford Fusion, and I love my car. I love it. I love to drive it. All I've ever done to it is put tires on it.
I was about to say, I think you can also speak to this. You don't ever see those cars in the shop, do you?
Never. It
really is like the old school. And I mean, I'm not comparing it, but it's like the old school Taurus.
I'm telling you,
like you never saw one of those cars in the shop.
All I've done is change the oil, and I've bought one set of tires.
Wow.
And now Miss Freeman's has come in, and yeah.
And you're and Patty's taking good care of you.
It's got a sunroof.
Oh, hey. Well, that makes things a little more interesting, don't it?
When you want a Mercedes or a BMW,
60% of the time, it works.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Time.
My game's fixing to go to another level. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready for the jam.
You're kicking it up a notch.
Getting ready for the jam.
Bam!
You see that sunroof open, radio up? I think it has FM and AM.
Oh man! On
the Platinum,
may have Sirius XM.
Nice. It could.
Wow. Hey, there's my good friend, Captain Corey Holland. Corey's a good friend of mine. Runs a charter boat or boats down in Destin. If you want to go out and catch some fish, get up with Corey. Corey can put you on them. Let me tell you. And he can put you on, if you want to go on a big boat, he can put you on a big boat. If you want to go on a smaller one, he can put you on one of those as well. But y'all check out Corey. I promise you, he will do you right. Good to see you this morning, Corey.
Good morning, Corey.
Sharon Smith, good morning to you. Stacy Kirkland, Sandy Kirkland, good morning to you, Sandy. Cody Fowler, good morning. Glad DJ made it back from hiding out. Was you hiding out this weekend? Maybe. Okay, well, hey, I didn't know that. We Are Marshall. Willie Campbell said We Are Marshall's a good sports movie.
Good movie.
That's a good movie.
Good movie.
Chris says she saw one in the marketplace the other day for $90K. Whew, talking about Eleanor. Yeah. Let's see. Sandy said her dream car would be a 68, 69 convertible Corvette. The other guy one said hers is a 67 baby blue hardtop Mustang.
Nice. Whew. PGP loves her Ford Fusion.
Hey.
And guess who else's car we never seen in service?
Hers.
PGP's.
Yeah, they're great cars.
Never seen.
Ashley says her brother-in-law has the Smokey the Bandit Trans Am in turquoise with white leather. He won't let us drive it. I don't blame him.
No.
I mean,
what?
Carl Williamson, I think his brother, he has the car. Well, let me say this. The black he has the black the Bandit car was actually a 77/78. It had some things for 77 and some things for 78 on it. So it's not like it was a production car.
Yeah.
So, you have to, there were certain things on it from 77, there's certain things on from 78, but still awesome car. Really awesome. Kimberly People said Jeep Rubicon.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
No doubt. Good morning, Aaron Crawford. Who's referring to the bend over appearance? I don't know what you're talking about, Jesse James. Goobers. I must have missed it. I must have missed the comment or a comment. I'm not sure. Huh. John Blair says his dream car is an Olds 442. How about that?
Good morning, Robbie Crenshaw. What are my guys?
DJ's midlife crisis. Hey. Ask DJ when you're ready for that sausage, milk, gravy, and homemade biscuits, DJ.
Yes, who said that?
Miss Sandy Kirkland.
Oh, yes.
He says he's ready right now, Miss Sandy, just whenever.
Just morning too early?
10 cup for the love of the game are two of Sarju's favorites. Good morning, Robbie Crenshaw. I think those are good sports movies.
I want to go back to the homemade biscuits.
Well, let's go back.
Is today too early?
That's what I said. I said, I think he's ready right now.
I can meet you somewhere.
He'll make it really easy on you, Miss
Sandy. Make it real easy.
Yeah. DJ needs the love bug. Yeah. How about that? Hot Rod just sold his 69 Vet with 80,000 original miles. When she asked if DJ was back from Hot, I got you. Mr. Ben Dover had came over and took your place on Friday.
He's a good guy.
That's what they were talking about. I get it. Hazel, 82, you go.
We don't see those either.
Nobody does.
Can't say we've seen one of those.
Yeah. The Crusher. The Junkyard. Anyway, so big. It sound like well. How about your weekend? Did anything exciting happen over the weekend, or did you? I know you had mentioned about maybe going to the coast. I didn't know if you ever made it.
We did not. We practiced a lot of softball.
Oh, you did.
We practiced twice Saturday and once Sunday.
Okay.
Just some little personal instruction with Lindsay.
Sure.
Her idea, not mine, but I was in. So between that and yard work, that was pretty much the extent of it for me.
I got you. Major League, another good one.
Ate good. Had a great steak at Camp 31 on Friday night. A great steak.
I saw a picture.
Lance McKenzie. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Butch posted a picture, and I went offline. I sent him a text. I said, was it as good as the picture looked?
Great.
I had a taste for a steak.
It looked like somebody had painted the grill marks on it.
And I said, was it as good as you said it was? And he did. He gave it 2 thumbs up. So Lindsay and I went and ate Friday night, and I got the filet. It was great.
That good.
It was freaking great. Had that in a twice baked potato, and it was great.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you something.
It was great.
I'm going to have to, she said she's bringing some Friday morning.
I love you. Seriously.
Wow. There you go.
Thanks, Sandy.
Sherry Weaver said, well, Cody said, always want a 69 Chevelle. Good morning, Tammy McBrayer. Let's see. Sherry Weaver said a 1970 Dodge Charger. That's an awesome car. Good morning, Melanie French.
Morning, Melanie.
Who owned the DeLorean in town? That would have been
Manning.
Mr. Manning.
Yeah.
Cassie, Belinda's father.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Cassie graduated with my brother, so that would have been 96. I think that's right.
Belinda graduated in 86.
Okay.
I was usually 10 steps behind her on campus.
I don't doubt you. I mean, I don't blame you. Wouldn't have blamed you. Let's see here. Kimberly People said, I will say she loves her Ford Flex. That's another vehicle you never see in the shop.
We do not.
Never. So y'all cannot discuss sports movies without, well, Field of Dreams, that's always going to be in the top.
A good movie.
But I will say this. You mentioned it while The Godfather 1 and 2, absolutely, in my opinion, the 2 greatest movies of all time.
They're great movies.
I mean, if you ever ask me what the best movie of all time is, I'm always going to say there's not one, there's 2.
They're great movies.
And it's Godfather 1 and 2.
They're great movies.
And, have you ever got to watch where they went back and like remastered them and they put them 1 and 2 together so the timeline is all consistent? Because you know how 2 kind of goes when it jumps back from, like flashes back to, well, they put 1 and 2 together and made it where it all kind of flowed. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm. I have not seen it since they put it together.
Man, it is awesome. It is awesome. Really is. Good morning, Matt Carter.
Morning, Matt.
Timmy Wigginson had a buddy that drove a Yugo, ran out of gas one time. It got like 50 miles together. They did get a great fuel miles. Good morning, Tiffany Presley. They did get a lot of great gas mileage. TJ wants a Fiero.
Not again.
I think he had one.
Not again.
Melanie French said 64 and a half candy apple red Mustang convertible is her dream car, but she's not picky. I don't blame you.
Not picky.
I mean, hey, that's not being picky there, Melanie. So Timmy mentioned this. Coach Tuberville, was he in town?
I'd heard that he was supposed to be.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, Sessions was in as well.
Yesterday?
Uh-huh.
They were both here at the same time?
I think that one was coming out the other, possibly. I know that Sessions was at the Hourglass. I saw some pictures of that on Facebook. I had heard that Tuberville was supposed to be in also, but I was at the ballpark. So I can't speak from firsthand account, but
man, I would have loved to have seen them two together somewhere if that had happened. Just to see seemed like it's getting kind of fiery between those two, don't it?
I think that's the way it usually goes.
I'll tell you this, when Coach Tubbs was sitting right here, there wasn't much politics being talked. It was more, he wanted to talk some football, didn't he?
He did.
And he enjoyed it.
He's an authority on it.
Let's see. He's the one with the thumb?
Mm-hmm.
Let's don't get started. Sarge, you and Raj, they'll tune us out real quick if we start that.
Real quick.
Yeah, we wouldn't want them to do that. Let's see. Raj said, I would think DJ would want a Pinto to go with his baked beans. I need the car Back to the Future. That's a DeLorean. Yeah, Mr. Manning had one. I don't think his had the flux capacitor.
I don't think it had the flux capacitor.
No, I'm pretty sure it didn't. But he did have a DeLorean.
But we got the clock tower downtown now.
We do, yeah. I mean, it's right up behind us. I mean, he could run straight into the Bank of Bruton and hopefully that thing would dissolve before he got to it. Disappear, dissolve, what do you want to call it? Let's see. All the Matrix movies were awesome as well. Yeah, they were. They were. Juvenile will also have blueberry pepper jelly on Saturday.
Okay.
Blueberry pepper jelly. I've never heard of that. Sounds pretty good. Tommy couldn't make it yesterday. PGP said.
Tommy T didn't make it.
But he was in town. Was he not in town over the weekend, maybe? I thought I saw a post from Susan Rhodes where he was at Camp 31.
He may have been. I don't know.
I may be wrong, but yeah, Chef Adam had some pictures on Facebook yesterday. He was at the camp as well. I thought that I saw some pictures that Susan had put up of that. And I may be wrong. I don't know. Look at that. My daughter sold one about 7-8 years ago for $500. Oh, wow. Needed a gas tank and a paint job. Whew. A Mustang. Aaron Crawford says she loves her little Jeep Renegade she got for Peach. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
So 5 clues out, man.
5 clues are out.
And still nobody has
I kind of thought somebody would have picked it up by now.
I would have too, honestly. You mean people's been close to it?
Anybody?
I mean, there's been a lot.
So they're on it. They just haven't been able to.
They ain't picked it up.
Hadn't picked it up.
There's been a lot of people close.
Okay. Maybe somebody else.
I mean, I'll tell you this is the most, in all the years we've done, it's the most I've ever seen get this close to it. And
just can't pick it up.
They just can't see it. I don't know what the deal is, so Tyson Morris, y'all are weird.
Been called worse. Already today.
Thanks, Tyson. Listen, man, we agree. We don't. We definitely don't disagree with that. So, in talking about softball, you said y'all practiced a little bit, done a little bit. Is that thing back in? If it's in full swing now?
Last night was open night,
and y'all are playing all the way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Through July 4th, is that right? Or
we're going to play for 4 weeks.
So whenever that is.
Yep, this week and 3 more.
So that's going to be.
I'm going to wind up right before July 4th.
Yeah.
Or right there at it.
Right there around it. Yeah. So are they still having? I mean, They still doing like the playoffs. I mean, will y'all have all that kind of stuff? It's not enough to do that.
No.
I got you. I didn't.
Just
know.
local play.
Let's see. We're excited to have the 8th graders a graduation party tomorrow. Glad they're getting. Oh, there you go. How about that? Where's that going on at, Sarju? Roger said cream cheese, crackers, and blueberry pepper jelly. Extra good.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. I will tell you, I think you put cream cheese on most anything and it'll be good, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's what, in my opinion, that's one of the things that makes those deer roll ups so good. That cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, man, I got to where I put mine after you marinate it in some Moors. I take and dip mine in brown sugar.
Really?
And then put cream cheese on it and then roll it up.
That's interesting.
Hey, that brown sugar, and it doesn't make it where it's like sweet. It like gives it some sort of like flavor with that Moors.
Yeah.
It's just, it's delicious.
I don't think she would mind me saying this. I love spaghetti. Love it.
Tiffany Presley. Thank you, Tiffany. It's not at Peach Ford and definitely not in the vehicles.
We had several there yesterday, and they all went to a black equinox. 3 separate groups of people came at 3 different times, and they all went to a black equinox.
Okay.
I went back and looked at some of the clues. I thought that was odd.
It's not at either one of the dealerships.
But I was trying to figure out how it took them to the equinox.
I don't know, but let me put that out there. It's also not in Pollard. That was in one of the clues, was it not? The last clue, as a matter of fact, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not in Pollard. So, so the party's happening in O'Bannon for the 8th graders. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Kim Hernandez said she had a 73 Z28 in high school, dark blue with centerline wheels. Just about killing myself in that thing, it would move. I guarantee you it would. Amanda O'Gwen said one of the first cars she had was a Chevette. Called it the Chevette. Had to push it off so much. Well, thank you, Tyson. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Butcher said, did you say squeeze cheese, DJ?
That's his go-to.
So it's a party for the Miller 8th grade, I guess, graduating 8th grade class. It's not interesting. It's real good. Love cream cheese, but not my dear. Hey, I'll tell you this. I didn't think it was great either until, it doesn't sound great till you eat it.
But tasty.
Once you put that bacon around it, you wrap it. Golly, man, that is good eating right there. Good eating. Drove a Grenada one time, knocked the G off, and then called it the Renata. Well, I could see that. I could see where that could be. I was trying to find, man, I saw a terrible thing over the weekend. Hank Jr.'s daughter got killed in a car accident. Did you see that?
Whose did?
Hank Jr.'s.
I didn't see that.
27 years old, man.
Wow. That's a shame.
Yeah. I hated to see that. That was, I didn't realize he was 71 years old.
Who's that?
Hank Jr.
Oh, he's 71?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't realize that.
Time flies by.
Yeah, I guess it does. But I didn't realize he was that old. So, anyway, let's see here. Yeah, I bet a certain Nissan Z. How about an old school original Nissan 300 ZX?
Nice.
I know where one of them's sitting.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't know what may happen with it, but you never can tell.
Never can tell.
You know what I'm saying? So, but getting back to the hunt, I am kind of shocked that nobody is. 5 clues, and I'm kind of shocked nobody's found it.
I would have thought somebody would have found it by now.
I would have too. I'm just, look at there. Drove a 74 Toyota Celica. It could catch air or kill a deer. Lived through both. Well, there you go. Sargie says she's hungry now. I'm hungry too. Every time about them sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Whew. I can't wait to Friday. Of course, she didn't mention me. She mentioned you. So I may be just SOL.
I'll share.
But that's, listen, as fast as you get through some of that stuff I've seen you get through, I don't know if you're going to have enough to share. At all. Getting back to that steak. Oh, go ahead.
I want to go back to the ball game.
Okay.
To the softball and the baseball games that opened up yesterday. I had told myself that since it had been taken away, that when it got going again, I was going to look at it from a different standpoint. I wasn't going to get caught up in, how mine was playing or if we were doing what we're supposed to do. I was just going to try to enjoy it, since you kind of take it for granted, when it's taken away from you. Well, that lasted about 20 seconds. I'm telling you.
And you're back to compete.
Well, yeah,
compete.
Here's what drives me crazy. This drives me crazy. And Heather and I don't watch games well together. We just don't. We just don't.
Neither do Jesse James and I. The only game we don't watch together is the Alabama-Auburn game, because we don't watch that game well together.
We don't watch games well together. And I was sitting in a group of moms who I don't watch it well with either. And I want to put my case out here, and I want somebody to explain to me why I'm wrong. Okay? It is not the end of the world at all to mess up on an athletic field. It's going to happen.
Sure.
The only way to get better is to make mistakes. But for the life of me, what I can't understand and what I can't get wrapped around is why it's okay to encourage not doing something well. And I'm going to use this as an analogy. And I've used this with teams I've coached before. If a kid is expected by his parents to make straight A's in school or A's and B's in school, you know what they usually make?
What?
A's and B's.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Sure.
You put the bar here. And I'm sitting here, and we had a kid yesterday, and it was my kid. And she struck out her first at bat. The third strike, for those of you that don't know, you get 3. The third strike, she had the bat on the shoulder, right down the middle, and she took it.
She fanned it.
She just watched it. Yep. She didn't fan, she just watched it. So I sat there. She's going back. I didn't say a word, which I thought was the appropriate response. Did not say a word. And Heather says, "It's okay, baby, you tried." I said, "Well, technically she didn't. She didn't swing. She didn't try. It's not okay. It's not okay." JoJo Booker, I love
DJ.
I love to tell this story. JoJo Booker was drafted in the 5th round of the Major League Baseball draft coming to high school. The 5th round. And it was never Joey and Christina, because they set a high bar for the kid.
Sure.
I remember him not catching a foul ball. He was pitching, ran over there, hit his glove, and fell out. And they said, "It's okay, JoJo, you tried." Well, it's not okay. He should have caught it. He would tell you he should have caught it. It's not the end of the world that he didn't.
Right.
But we had a chance to get an out, and we did it.
Right.
And it's just not okay. And I think there's too much enabling down there. It's too much enabling. It eats my butt up.
Sargie agrees with you. She says it's not okay.
It's not okay. It's just not okay.
I think that's a new hashtag.
Hey, it's not okay.
Hashtag it's not okay.
Let me ask you this.
Another great hashtag for drive time.
Let me ask you this. If Kinsley misspelled cat on a spelling test, would it be okay?
No.
If it was a difference in her making a B and a C, would that be okay?
No.
Okay, it shouldn't be. But we put the bar here for them academically, but then athletically, we keep it down here and just won't let them fail. And failing is good. Failing is how you get better.
Well, sure.
I certainly don't condone crucifying them, but Lindsay's sitting here, boom, strike 3. It's okay, you tried. Well, no, she didn't. She didn't swing. So she didn't try.
Yeah.
And then she pounded out 3 hits her next 3 at bats. So, she can do it. It's just, I don't know. It just eats me up. So I'm saying all that to say this. I thought I was going down there with a different mindset.
But you're not.
And I just can't. So I'll be up in center field, watching it by myself.
Well,
It's not okay.
Good morning, Jonathan Owens. I want to mention this real quick. Steve Layton said, and he said a Grenada was their driver's ed car. Coach Cotton looked up from the paper, and he was headed to Pensacola. Connie B said Coach Raj made us fetch him a spit cup and paper towel before we started our daily drive. Yeah, that was that. We had to pull in to the Amico or somewhere, Tom Thumb, somewhere, and get some Skol when we set out with Coach Raj for sure. Coach Cotton, Steve said Coach Cotton mentioned something to me about 15-year-old girls and state lines.
There you go.
Let me say this. You have said this for years, and I've heard you call a lot of games. I've produced a lot of those games you've called. I've heard you say this for years and years and years. If you've got, and again, this is, I mean, I've heard you say this 1,000 times. Effort costs nothing. You got to get out there and put out the effort. You got to get out there and, like you say, compete. And you got to have that mindset when you walk up there to do it. And I realize that, when it's your kid, you're probably going to be a little harder on them than you would others. But not DJ is pretty much an equal opportunist when it comes to that right there. Yeah, would you say that's fair?
I've mistreated one kid in my life,
but that was yours.
It was Stokes.
Sure.
And I, looking back on it, I certainly crossed the line with him, and I hope that I didn't take away from having a decent experience. And I'm scared that I might have.
But let's say this too, and you'd never say this, but I will. I take my hat off to that kid because he played that whole game. Was it Gordo? Mm-hmm. Was it thumb? What was thumb? With a broke thumb.
I was throwing him.
He never mentioned it. So I take my hat off to him because he never mentioned it. Hey, he never mentioned it. Did he even act like it?
No, he wasn't allowed to.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, how many kids do you know would have done that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm saying that's strong.
Yeah.
But that goes back to, it's not okay just to stand up there or just go out there and, listen, when you played minor league, little league, we all did. What did the kids in left and right field do? They're out there throwing grass.
Yeah.
If a fly ball was hit out there, you're over praying they're going to catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like when you get into Babe Ruth and high school where, you've got athletes out there like, the Jason Maddens of the world and, people like that to catch the balls, run the balls, because they're going to do it. They're going to get their job done. Like the JoJo Bookers and people like that. But I also think this. I think that expectations as a society keep going down and down and down. And I don't mean that's a bad thing, but I'm saying when you don't expect greatness, then you're going to get less than that.
Well, I love supporting the kids, supporting all of them. But Lindsay plays the position of catcher. She's the catcher.
Captain of the field.
Okay. She's the catcher.
Sure.
The pitcher throws one in there, and Lindsay, boom, she sticks it. You know what 5 or 6 moms are saying? Good catch, Lindsay. Good catch. I'm like, well, I mean, she's the catcher. I guess they don't think anything of her, is the way I take it. Like, it offends me. I'm like, what do you mean good catch? I mean, it was boom.
Yeah. Ashley said she told her kids, if you're doing your best, okay. But if you aren't doing your best, Jerry says I'm too rough. Well, I don't know. I don't think you're too rough.
Winning and losing's good.
Yeah.
Losing's good. And we have, I just feel like that we don't allow them to fail. And if you define what failure means, what about losing a ball game or not getting it done as far as catching a ball or getting a hit? I mean,
but you said Heather was telling her it's okay. Your dad wasn't much of a ball player either.
She knows better than that. Foul.
Good morning,
ball.
Chef Adam.
That's coming from a guy who hit the most famous foul ball in the history. In the history of our town. Bruton's been incorporated.
I knew it was coming.
Bruton's been incorporated since 1885. And in the history of this beloved town, Lance McKenzie hit the most famous foul ball and cost us the state championship.
Chef Adam.
And that's a fact. You can Google it.
DJ said he had a wonderful filet Friday night.
It was wonderful.
At the camp.
It couldn't have been any better. I ate there with him yesterday as well and told him it couldn't have been any better.
Steve Lane said in sports, you got to be agile, mobile, and hostile, or watch from the bench. That's pretty good right there.
Ask Lance.
What happened to him after that foul ball?
The other team picked up the trophy.
Yeah.
He hit to a game-ending double play the very next pitch.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were like 22-1 or 22-2 down the drain.
Was that their senior year?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was.
Yeah.
That was Madden. And Butcher and
Scott
Sasser and yep. My brother played on the basketball team that year that went to the
I watched that one
the
too.
big game.
Final Four in Birmingham. I was there.
Big dance, yeah.
I was there.
And like
that was a great team.
Like Coach Jackson said to me, he said that you live by the three, you die by the three.
We died that night.
Yeah.
You know, we lost to midfield. I don't know if we would have won it or not, but we were better than midfield. We should have beaten them.
Coach Jack told me that game taught him more about coaching than any other game. He said this to me personally.
Yeah.
That game taught him more about coaching than any other game he ever coached. Was that game. And it must have, because look what he did with the girls.
Oh yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Now he was doing it with the girls before.
Yeah.
But he how many state championships has he won with those girls?
I think he's won 4, but it could be 5, and he's been runner up probably that many times as well.
He is just he's done an awesome thing with those girls. He really has. Willie Campbell, hey, listen, that is a true statement right there.
Sure it is.
We as parents have to get these kids off of PlayStation 4 and Xbox and get them back on the field. I agree with that totally. Just a heads up, DJ thinks Wade's starting practice for an alumni game soon. You need to start getting ready.
That was a fun day.
There's Coach Adrian. Good morning, Jake.
Jake had a big win last night. He coached. He and Stokes and Tyler Joyner coached a Babe Ruth team, the Braves, and they won last night 3-0, I think, in the opener against Coach Newton.
Dirty against old Dirty. Listen,
Dirty won it last year.
So I was going to say, didn't Dirty win it last year?
He won it last year, but the Young Guns had a little something for him yesterday.
Dirty, they was ready for Dirty.
But the way we have it set up, and I love Baby Ruth. We play 3-game sets like the big boys.
Right.
So they played last night.
Right.
They will play again tonight, and they'll play again at the end of the week. So like we may face your number 1 pitcher, but we also get to see 2, 3, and 4, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Old Dirty. I'll tell you what. For those of y'all that don't know Bo Newton, great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
And
one of our favorite people.
And let me tell you something.
He does a great job with his kids.
Oh,
does a great job with them.
And you talk about a competitor.
If your kid's on his team, he's going to be a better person, a better player when it's over with.
Bo Newton is a great guy.
Yes.
His nickname, all from school and everything, is Dirty Mexican.
Yeah.
And that's not meant in a derogatory fashion.
Sure.
That is his nickname. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I don't care where he's at. I don't care. Like, he will be somewhere. He will send me a text, and it'll be a picture of some crazy stuff, and it'll be captioned, "Still dirty."
Jake is aspiring to be a coach. This will be a good experience for him.
I thought
he's going to be a good coach. He'll do his student teaching this fall. He was at Charles Henderson.
I was going to say, wasn't he at Charles Henderson?
He'll do his student teaching this fall. I don't think he's gotten that assignment. He's set to graduate in December, and then he's going to be on somebody's coaching staff soon thereafter.
Yeah, I'm sure. DJ, the best splinter fielder ever. That's what Butcher said. Chef Adams said, my new grill chef Kyle has got it going on.
I would have to agree. I concur.
I tell you what, all the reviews are coming in, and it's a resounding success with that down there, Chef Adam, for sure. Good morning, Sheriff. Jesse James, I'm sure Dirty took that loss so well. How did he take it?
Well, I tell you what, they play again tonight at 7, and I imagine he's going to have them ready.
Yeah,
if
I know Bo,
he's going to have his bunch ready tonight. It'll be fun to watch him play again.
Yeah, he's not going to.
But on the other, Tyler Joyner's not going to back up either.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Can you imagine having a Major League Baseball player, like looking back on it from a memory standpoint? I mean, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And I like the fact that they're giving back. All those guys came through the program. Tim McDonald coaches a team. I coached him years ago. Tim coaches a team up there. Thad Moore and Jason Tiepo coach a team. So we got a good group up in Babe Ruth.
Good morning, Susie Bush.
Good group.
Yeah. So, I think so. I think so. It's really cool to say, like you said, I whipped up on a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah. Hadn't yet. Dirty's going to get a chance again tonight.
Right. I'm saying if he gets that opportunity.
If he gets him, yeah.
So, good morning, Naomi Lindsay. There he is. And look who just jumped in. The man, the myth, the legend. Dirty. Good morning, Dirty.
Is he in here?
Yeah, it's funny. We were just
morning, Coach.
Just sitting here talking about you. And talking about you's going to have those boys ready for tonight versus last night.
I think he had them ready last night. It was just, I think it was a very well played game. Both teams missed some opportunities, but it's I'm looking forward to watching them tonight. Well, another good one.
I'll tell you one thing. I can tell you for sure that like you said, if Bo, they will be not just coached in baseball, they'll be better people when
they'll be better people.
They will be.
And that's the most important thing.
It is. Tell you something else Bo can do. He can work a grill, and he can eat some crawfish. And let me tell you what else he can eat. Whole grilled chickens.
By himself.
I personally saw him eat, I'm going to say at least 4 one night. He's going to kill me for telling that.
Bo's a good dude.
Let's just say that Bo didn't get off the boat. His last words to me was, "I can't move." But Bo, we love you dirty. That's how it goes for sure. Yeah, and he hates losing, by the way.
Oh,
he's like you, man. He's one of those competitors. It's in his blood. He just can't stand it.
If you're out and about tonight, they're going to be playing at Miller Cruz.
What's the time? 5:30?
His game's at 7:30, but the first game starts at 5:30. It's good entertainment. There's no concession stand, so if you do come up, you might want to grab you something to eat or a cold drink anyway. But come watch the kids play. It's a pretty good ball.
Good morning, Allie Sawyer. Tube Sock Tuesday. That's right. Dirty says that was a tough one last night.
Yeah, he'll be ready to go again tonight.
Miss Patty. Good morning, Miss Patty Mitchell. She just had a birthday.
She sure did. Yesterday.
She did. That's right.
Happy birthday, Miss Mitchell.
Miss Patty. Birthday! She said, Brad and I had a ribeye Saturday night. They were out of fillets. Chef came out to meet them. Is a great guy and knows how to do a steak.
I'm telling you, if you haven't had a steak from the camp, want to give it a shot. It's I think you'll be pleased.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what I keep getting. This is crazy. Oh well, I don't know what that's about. So, oh well.
Good morning, Miss Gay.
Good morning, Miss Jackie. Let's not. Okay, we won't tell those. Jeff Robinson. Good morning to you. So getting back to yesterday, so to speak. So after the 20 seconds that lasted with you and your new mentality on watching softball, did you have a pretty good conversation after that game with young Lindsay? Or
oh yeah, they had a doubleheader. She had a great night. Just the first at bat, we could have probably done a little bit better. But no, last night, all in all, we won one, lost one, which is the way it goes. Could have won both of them, but probably could have lost both of them also. So, but it was a good starting point. She knows some things she needs to work on.
Well, that always happens. That always helps. Look at that. Happy birthday, Gary Robinson. Jeff Robinson.
Happy birthday, Mr. Robinson.
Birthday, Mr. Robinson. So you you say y'all got about 3 more weeks of this, 3.5 more weeks?
Finish up this week and 3 more full weeks. Yeah, we'll play, I think, 12 games.
I want to tell you something, switching gears for just a second. Are you amazed at how much the paving project they've got done, and it's all been at night? I'm amazed.
I'm very impressed with that, how they've done that. I mean, they've obviously have done it once before.
Yeah, that ain't their first time.
And I figure they'll have all the asphalt down by the end of the week and maybe stripe next week.
It would appear that way.
I mean, they're moving on it.
I tell you what, I've just been so impressed that it hasn't. They haven't taken up any of the. It's not been during the day. It's not disrupted.
Yeah, no, it's been
traffic flow in town, and it's it seems to be coming along quite nicely.
Yeah.
And so that's from the Alco or the Burnt Creek Bridge all the way to Terry Miller High School, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things, and I was kind of clued in on a little bit of this yesterday. In a lot of these projects, there is whether it's a state or a federal project, and there's some grant money that comes down or whatnot. A lot of times there's horse trading that goes on, whether we like it or not. That's the nature of the business, especially when bureaucracy comes into play. And a lot of us, myself included, was frustrated with how long it took to get 31 on the project list to get going. I mean, it had gotten in really bad shape, to say the least. But you never know what is going on behind the scenes. Most people are aware that we had a similar project on Sowell Road. The Sowell Road project, if I understand it correctly, came with a matching portion of the funds to complete it. Well, since we hung in there with the 31 project, it is my understanding that the portion of the Sowell Road project that we were on the hook for, it might be waived. So, in a rural, and once again, I think it speaks to the leadership of the community. When you're in a rural area, especially, funds are tight.
Oh,
and if you have a chance to get a 2-for-1, even though it may not be of public knowledge, it serves you well. I mean, I don't know what 10% of one of those projects would be. I would expect it to be several $100,000. And if we're able to, wait a year, 2 years, whatever it is, to not have to incur those fees, I think that's worth the wait.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
Heather Sims said Murder Creek softball starts tonight at the Y also.
That'll be good.
First game at 5:30.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. And
Heather, I'll be by to see you later on to get those contacts as well. Thank you.
And I'm going to tell you something. And I mean this. The boys, I love to watch baseball. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do is watch baseball. I love it. These girls are killers, man. If you think the boys are competitive, you need to come watch some of these young girls, especially when they get a little bit older, like the 12U, the 14U, 18U. The 18U is great softball. That's what's starting tonight. It's great softball.
I'm glad Sherry Weaver brought this up because I was about to bring it up. You shared a post that the state is about to get started back working on the bridge, and Sherry said they got scared we were going to start cutting. I guess they found out we kicked this show back up.
Hey.
And they knew we were about to get relentless again because let me tell you, it's funny that Sherry said that because I already had 3 additional phone numbers on people in a position of authority that could speak on exactly what was going on. Now, whether they were or not was a different story. But did you see the price tag on what they said? Did you read that article?
That's like $5 million to repair it.
That's what I saw. My question is, where's that $5 million coming from?
From funds they have set aside to remedy problems just like this.
So it's not coming from the company that screwed it up.
No. They have funds set aside to remedy problems such as this. Well, guess where those funds come from?
Tax money. Yeah, I mean, so I still think it's
so it's going to be a $20 million bridge when it's finished.
Yeah. And we've been on that bridge or fishing pier. So, did you see anything wrong with it?
It didn't look right to my eye.
I mean,
it appeared to have a wave in it, but that may not be a big deal.
No, it may not.
I don't know.
I remember looking down at thinking, this doesn't look like the most level of surfaces. I do remember that. I also remember that every time I would throw my brim buster over the side that the railing didn't handle the brim buster the way I wanted it to exactly. Yours, you remember, kept getting tangled on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing was pretty good that day, though.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that they're getting back on that, because now listen, they put out a press release that they were going to. Have we seen any movement out there that they were starting to?
I haven't been out there, so I can't speak to that.
I've been by it as of yesterday. I've seen no movement. Now I can't. Hey, listen, never know what they may do. Who knows? But I'm ready for them to get that thing done. The article did state that once they get through repairing that, they're going to then tear down the other bridge and I guess, what do you call it? The ramps to it, or what have you. They're going to tear that down. I tell you what, as good a job with those rigorous bridge inspections that they do, they might want to keep it up for a little while to make sure that
just to make sure
it's going to make it.
Just to make sure.
I'm not too sure that I'm not too sure that their rigorous bridge inspections are that rigorous.
I've got a question.
Okay.
It's on a different topic.
Okay.
Michael Sawyer went kayaking this weekend.
Okay.
And he put in at Tippins Eddy and came down to Jennings Park. I've made that run before. You know, when the water's right, it's about a 4-hour run. And that's if you stop and swim a little bit, have a snack or whatnot, but it's pretty enjoyable. He said that the water was low, and he was talking about the debris in the creek itself. Like there was a lot of get out, pull around, maneuver the kayak around.
Sure.
And my question is this. I know in years past, there have been some grants available to detangle the tributaries, to keep water flowing. That's what a lot of times leads to floodings if water gets backed up, obviously.
Right.
I didn't know if there was somebody on a local effort that just went out there and would pull a couple of limbs off, or is that a Corps of Engineer type thing can you do, I'm asking this as a question of ignorance. Can anybody go out there and move entanglements out of the creeks, or is that rerouting water? I know there's got to be some code to it.
Oh, I think you can. I think you can. Good morning, Megan Madden. I think that Aaron Brown said they saw some folks out on the bridge yesterday. I will say this. You have a great day, Kimberly Peoples. I will say this. I know plenty of people that's taking chainsaws and stuff like that with them when they float down the creek. And if something's in the way or whatever, they'll take those chainsaws, start cutting and moving.
Well, if anybody who does that likes to do it, I'm getting information that from Tippins Eddy down to Jennings Creek, there's several entanglements that need to be cleared.
So it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they say.
I know that there has been, the Corps of Engineers has come through on Murder Creek before. Now, this has been years ago, is my understanding. Mm-hmm. And when they've done all that work there to try to keep it from flooding somewhat. Right. But now, I don't know how long ago that's been a long time.
Several years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I do know that. I know that, who is it that after we've had the waters rose up really high and all those trees and limbs and bushes and stuff get washed up against who is it that comes and cleans that out?
I don't know, but I think it's time for one.
Because you'll see them on the little bridge, what I call the little bridge over Murder Creek.
Yeah.
You'll see them on that bridge moving. They've got cranes and things. They be cleaning that stuff out. I'm not sure if that's the Corps of Engineers. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the staff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you got to have some equipment to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure who would be responsible. I do know that's a beautiful float from that you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Putting in at Tippins Eddy and coming down to the trestle. That's a beautiful, beautiful float.
I've put it at the trestle and gone out to the river. That's pretty as well. I don't know if you've ever made that one. That's really, really pretty also.
I have, but it's been years.
That's pretty. And you see where burnt corn and
comes in.
That's pretty cool.
And I'll tell you this, that used to be kind of rough right there. I'm talking about where the water met up.
Yeah.
Where it came in. It used to kind of get a little dicey right there.
That's pretty neat.
I tell you, I always enjoyed floating down from going up to Castleberry and putting in there at the bridge. And it's I mean, you're going to spend the night overnight, but you can float all the way from there and go all the way down.
I got to go to the head.
Well, sorry. Okay, then. I guess he couldn't hold it to the end of the show. Let's see here. What is all these creeks? Yeah, all of them do. Let's see. Thanks for the history lesson on Bo. I did marry him for his grill mastery skills, and he ain't shy when it comes to food. No, he is not. Get him to tell you the story about those chickens, Julie, and see what he says. I bet he don't. I'll tell you this: if he eats chicken much anymore, I would be very shocked. I don't know. I have no idea how he put that many chickens down, but he did. He didn't move for about 24 hours, but he put that many down. So that was kind of crazy. Let's see. Sarge, you said the crew directing traffic. So we almost hit 2 guys yesterday. Well, that happens. Let's see. Yep, we got that. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that one, Jesse James, for sure. Trestle is all CSX. There you go. So the trestle is all CSX, state highway, bridge, the city has done. Anyone can cut through debris on the creek generally. Connie B says that the trestle, anything touching that trestle is all CSX.
Okay.
But anything else you want that you do, that's, obviously many of us got a dredge to go start dredging.
Sure.
But if you got a chainsaw and you want to cut stuff out of the creek and stuff, I know plenty of people that do that kind of thing. It's sometimes some of those floats are fun, but sometimes they're more work than they are anything, especially you having to drag.
Oh yeah.
Because you got this in the way. If you're going to go on a float that hasn't been floated by someone else prior to you within the last week, 2 or 3, probably need to take one because you never know what you're going to run into.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than running into a tree and the boat, canoe, whatever, dumping over and everything you got is in the water.
Yep.
Just ask Happy. Happy can tell you some stories about that. There's no doubt. You have a good day too, Julie. Sherry Weaver said, let's do a Dirty 30 creek cleaning float. I couldn't say that 3 or 4 times fast.
That could be trouble.
Creek cleaning float. Be fun though.
Yeah.
Be a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where would you want to go?
Sounds like Tippins Eddy to Jennings Park.
It'd be fun. That's Burnt Corn Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I tell you another beautiful place to float is the Sapulga.
Oh yeah. You can't beat that.
No, that's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country for sure. That bridge up there, I can't think of the name of it. Is it Bull Slough?
Bull Slough.
Yeah, that's it. Beautiful place up there. Let me ask you this, and Connie B may be able to answer this. Is there any talk or any plans to build a bridge back over from O'Bannon to the Burnt Corn? You remember they used to have the swinging bridge?
I thought for some reason I heard that there were plans. I won't swear to that.
I don't know either, but I know all of us that grew up at O'Bannon remember the swinging bridge.
Well, E.O. Wilson Park is right across from it, so being able to connect one to the other, you would think is in the plans at some point.
I would think so.
I think I heard somebody speak to that. Maybe it was Connie, but like I said, I wouldn't swear to it.
It may have been, and she may can answer that question for us. I was just curious to know because that makes sense. Think about it. You could go walk E.O. Wilson, come across the bridge into O'Bannon, walk from O'Bannon, walk the big Green Mile Bridge over to Jennings Park.
Connectivity.
Yeah, make a loop.
Connectivity.
I know Steve Layton, I think, and I had a conversation, maybe, and I think it was in your office, where they had the talk about making a trail from O'Bannon up to where the YMCA connected. Wasn't that what we talking about that in your office?
Connectivity.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did he say had stalled that out? He said something had stalled that out.
Money, I think.
Was it just the money trying to get it done? Maybe that's it. So, guess who else got a birthday today?
Who?
Our good friend, the judge of probate, Doug Egerton.
Happy birthday, Judge.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Doug. I'll tell you what, been a lot of birthdays lately. There you go. Connie B said, yes, we have grant applications in for it. That's about building the bridge.
You know, something
I'd
else,
love to see that.
Another piece of information that I wanted to pass along, and I think, once again, it's a testament to the people we have working on our behalf. And I think this is correct. The last 8 federal grants awarded in Escambia County, 7 of them's come to Bruton.
Yeah, that's a testament.
That's not by chance.
No.
Those are competitive situations. We talked about it. Those are competitive situations. You have to be diligent. You have to be consistent. And the fact that we've gotten 7 of the last 8, I think, speaks volumes. We're a town of just less than 6,000 people. And 7 of the last 8 have gone to us. And if I know our leaders like I think I do, I bet they're pissed we didn't get all 8.
I'm sure they are. But I'm going to tell you this. I think we have an expert grant application writer on staff.
On staff.
Yeah, I think we do.
Well done, Connie.
And I think that when you have that, I think that helps to get 7 of 8. So
that works.
And sometimes people don't, like you mentioned a while ago, sometimes people don't realize that that those wheels don't turn as fast as we'd like for them to turn. But they are turning.
They never will turn as fast as we want them to. But they're turning.
But they are turning.
There's work going on right now that'll bear fruit a year from now.
That's right.
2 years from now.
And when things do turn in the right direction and it finally hits there, we all benefit from it. So, you know, we are very, very, very fortunate to have
good things going on.
Yeah,
a lot of good things going on.
To have that in our community for sure. So that's right. Valerie Weaver,
our valedictorian,
turned 18 on Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Valerie. And I don't know. Let's see. Amanda O'Gwen says she really misses Cedar Creek and McCall Beach.
And Bonnie Beach.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Cedar Creek had the coldest water.
Didn't it?
That water was cold.
It was cold. At all times.
It
was cold water.
It was cold.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
And I don't know where that creek starts at, but wherever it's coming out of, it's got to have some sort of deep freeze there because that water is cold. I know it's a hunting club now, and you know it's cut off, but still, whew. Connie B says she hates losing. I mean, D-Mass said it. You're right, man. The greatest community in the world.
The greatest community in the world. We live in it.
And we got a lot of great people in it that make it the greatest community in the world. You know, so I'm excited to see what's coming for sure. Hey, so I hate that I waited this long to bring this up. Found this article, wanted to tell you about. University of Nottingham. Didn't know there was such.
Is that a real place?
It is.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Somewhere in England.
Okay. Sherwood Forest?
Well, it says Nottingham.
Okay.
University of Nottingham, astronomers and astrophysicists. Now, these are people that reading on a level that you and I can't understand.
Okay.
Okay. Estimate that there are 36 other intelligent civilizations in the Milky Way.
Say it again.
University of Nottingham astronomers and astrophysicists estimate there are 36 other intelligent civilizations in the Milky Way. You remember last week we had a discussion.
Yeah, 36. I mean, I guess they have had correspondence with each of these.
Let me continue. The research assumes a technological civilization capable of electronic communication will last at least 100 years, similar to humanity on Earth, but due to distance and the scale of space, the timing of those civilizations to cross paths, even with radio signals, is slim. The research also suggests the closest neighbor is 17,000 light years away, making it virtually impossible to interact.
Okay, then how do they know they're there?
Well, there again, have a good weekend, or have a good week, Timmy. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's just a lot of information. That's a lot of specific information to be so 36? 17,000 light years away?
Hey, man,
don't believe everything you read.
Yeah. I can just say that 17,000 light years or not, I know that ball was orange and I watched it. And I don't care what anybody says. That is a stone cold fact, without question.
And that's going to take us to the music.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know you don't want to get started back on the whole UFO thing because Mr. Ben Dover might show up tomorrow. I don't know if we can take much more of that guy.
I don't want any trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Tomorrow, way back Wednesday, here on Drive Time. Looking forward to that. We got to get out of here, DJ.
It's been a great day. Bruton Strong Tractor Supply today. First 60 paying customers get $5 discounts. Want to thank Sarge and Wade for their efforts for Bruton Strong. Want to thank the city of Bruton for providing a lot of programs and resources for us to enjoy. Want to thank each of you for spending some time with us today. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here and we'll do it all over again. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all.